It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Muscle up, we got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Bad, but somebody gotta do it.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They're going to throw out of the gun. The ground in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone on 1st. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. He brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On the ready.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Coming out throwing. Here's Ward. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Man, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. DK motioning right. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They kick the running back in motion. Hits him on the out route. He has room past the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 23 on that one. And the Titans have the first.
First down, Tennessee.
Again, Ward going to the air. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Working inside the red zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, and it sets up 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away.
And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop them.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Noel to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Working on 1st down. All the left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Danger, Ken. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Let's go now. 79, Viking, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Take over.
Gonna throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Set up. Let's go.
They'll throw it. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
He's got it over the middle. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Forced out to his right. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Joe on the tackle. 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
Warrior 70.
Back to throw. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. First and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Throwing now on first down. Ward. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
He was defended by USC.
Come back team. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Ward. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
At the 47-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have second and pretty long here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Ward. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Cowboy, rig alert, rig alert.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And He is down to the 30-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Titans have the first.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Here we go. Check.
Now an inside give to Benson. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Back to pass on second and short. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Pass play coming here. Finds the in route complete. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're going to throw out of the gun. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Browns first down. We've set it down from 37. They are throwing it again. Oh, it's an interception. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to...
They get it right back. That's interception. Kicked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Gain 15 there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Out is Tyler Luke for the field goal attempt. This one from 47 yards away. Luke knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Ready, set.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go now. Ready.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scary. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Guy plays straight ahead, and he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
18, Pioneer.
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw here. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Titans will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's to the rookie out of Michigan State. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down throw here for Ward. Catch is made down the right sideline. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Okay, break.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was defended by Royce Sean.
Nice.
Again, Ward going to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On the red zone now. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Count to 60, count to 60. Ready?
Benson now from the gun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Makes the catch. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Corey Gallis connects. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. No to return this. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
On the jump.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Ward. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play.
Here we go, check.
DK's the motion man.
18. Go.
1st and 10 here. Ward. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. comfortable and create space to take that shot downfield.
Motion the slot man right.
Ready.
Ward's going to throw it. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Benson on 1st and 10. And they'd love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Come on, come on.
Now Ward. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves.
Man in motion here. Ward's going to throw here on 3rd. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
That's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
Now Borregales on to send it away. No to return this. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
19 light. Cougar 19.
First down, here's Simpson. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Again to throw on 2nd. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To the air on 3rd and long. Brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's now 4th down and 1.
looking to throw. Rolling out to his left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Crack all 80. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Ward. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Go. Ready, right?
Ward off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Warriors, 70. 70 Lions. Go street.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now third down.
Crack all 80.
They send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. He's going to have this one down to the 28. Even 25 on that play. And the Titans have the first.
First and 10 at
Ready?
the 30-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Ward now. Dump off, caught on his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
So that's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Escapes the pocket. That's the line he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
70 Rangers. 70. Back. Cowboy 80.
Slot man motioned over.
Ready, right?
First down throw here for Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, first and goal.
6 is average. 6. Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Who'll throw this one? Ward. And he's got it. It's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Titans push their lead to 3.
Browns 24. Alvarez Borregales set to kick off.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Noel to return this. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offensive enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a fourth-quarter lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
27.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10.
Go!
Off the play fake, here's Ward. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is second and long.
18 Cardinal.
Ward setting up to throw. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass could go for negative yards. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
Browns are in nickel for this third down call. Here he goes, third and long. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. 37. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop him up.
They've been doing it.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Browns first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. All the left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
From the red zone now. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now lead by 10. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
From the gun, it's Ward. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Chimere Dike, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. That goes for 32 yards. And the Titans have a first.
Ready! Ready!
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
18 Radley! 18 Radley!
Again, Ward going to the air. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within 1 score in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love.
And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bravo 80. 19 Lions.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns making a 9-point advantage. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, "Bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football."
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Ward's going to throw it. No, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
1st and 10 from the 43. Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete out to the right side. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Looking in the air here. Sends this to the end zone. It's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns take a 3-possession lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Going now on 1st down. Ward finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
Okay, ready?
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Here's Ward. Going all the way to the end zone here. Already there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Give him 24 on that play. And the Titans have it first.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
Ready?
Defense showing blitz here. Ward. That's it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get it.
Ward setting the pass. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. It's going to throw here on third. That's caught for the first. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Titans are pointing. We'll wait and see. Oh, they did get it back! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. First and 10 now from the 46. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
The Titans call their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First and 10.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Put a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
First down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. Gets some space around midfield. Still fighting forward. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of them. It's first and 10. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Browns are on that one, so that should just about do it here. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, Sergeant.
Back to throw. That one's complete, right side. He has the first down for the Browns, and that should be enough to clinch them this victory.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the Browns come away with the win. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.